In a tragic and shocking incident that unfolded in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a dispute over movie theater seating culminated in a senseless act of violence, leaving a family shattered and a community in mourning. Enrique Padilla, only 21 years of age, has now been sentenced to 20 years in prison for the fatal shooting of Michael Tenorio, a 52-year-old father, veteran, and cherished member of his family. The shooting occurred on a seemingly ordinary day in June 2023 at the Century Rio 24 Theater, an evening that would mark the end of an innocent outing and the beginning of a heart-wrenching saga for both families involved. On that fateful day, a confrontation escalated quickly as Padilla and his date found themselves seated next to the Tenorios. The event that triggered this conflict was a simple request from Tenorio, who wished to sit next to his wife during a screening of the film No Hard Feelings. It started off innocently enough, with the theater employee suggesting that Padilla and his date move down one seat so the Tenorios could sit together. A small yet significant plea for togetherness turned into a deadly argument that would rewrite the lives of everyone present. As the evening progressed and the film played on, tensions rose. Witnesses later recounted that discomfort led Padilla to toss popcorn at the Tenorios as he left the theater, an act that ignited the already simmering frustrations into a powerful confrontation. The conflict changed from a disagreement over seating into an explosive encounter, with Padilla allegedly being shoved against a wall by Tenorio just moments before the gunshots rang out. In a matter of seconds, a family man engrossed in enjoying a night out with his loved ones lost his life, struck by bullets fired in anger. Tenorio's injuries were severe. He suffered hits to the chest, abdomen, and leg, leaving no chance for survival as he succumbed at the scene. Padilla himself was also injured in the incident, hit in the abdomen as the violence erupted. He later collapsed and was taken to a hospital, but it would hardly bring back the precious life that was lost. The sentencing came over a year after the event, with Padilla facing the possibility of a life sentence had he contested the charges in a first-degree murder trial. Instead, he pleaded no contest to second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. During the court proceedings, Padilla's attorney, Nicole Moss, argued that her client was still recovering from a previous shooting incident and felt threatened during the altercation. Moss described Padilla's physical state, emphasizing that he had limited mobility and had endured extensive injuries. However, the reality of the night remained painfully embedded in the hearts of those who loved Michael Tenorio. In a powerful display of grief and anger during the court hearing, family members on both sides were able to speak about the impending finality of the sentence. Michael's sister, with tears in her eyes, expressed her unyielding rage and sorrow over the killing of her brother. "I am angry and hurt that Enrique Padilla used a gun to kill my brother, needlessly taking the life of Michael. Their father, husband, son, friend, brother, and relative," she said, making it clear that the pain of his loss is a wound that will take a lifetime to heal. The words captured in that courtroom resonated deeply within the community as they heard a family lost, a life taken too soon in a moment of aggression. Trina Tenorio, Michael's wife, also addressed the court, appealing for justice in a voice filled with emotional pain. "We need justice for him," she pleaded, highlighting Michael's character and the sorrow left in the wake of this tragedy. The outpouring of grief from the Tenorios not only serves as a reminder of the personal loss, but also reflects the broader implications of gun violence that plague communities across the nation. The shooting underscores a troubling trend in Albuquerque, which has witnessed a spike in violent crime and gun-related incidents in recent years. This tragedy only adds to the painful statistics that residents face on a daily basis. According to local law enforcement, Albuquerque recorded a significant increase in shootings in the past year alone, a statistic that weighs heavily on the minds of community leaders and citizens alike. While the Tenorios faced a personal tragedy, their struggle echoes the larger battle many face in an environment where gun violence has become an unfortunate reality. In the wake of such tragedies, local leaders and lawmakers often scramble for solutions, calling for stricter gun control policies and a more robust approach to community safety. Following the shooting, Albuquerque officials have begun discussions around improving security measures in public spaces, including an examination of the Star Center movie theater's lack of effective security and communication measures. It is crucial to prevent further losses like that of Michael Tenorio, and many community members are urging for actionable initiatives that can restore safety and peace to their neighborhoods. Criminologists and sociologists analyzing this case emphasize the strain that local communities face when individuals resort to violence triggered by trivial disputes. They warn that the normalization of aggression, coupled with access to firearms, creates a dangerous mixture that can lead to devastating consequences. Exploring the motives behind such violent encounters raises concerns about underlying mental health issues and societal pressures that may overwhelm young individuals like Padilla. Experts caution that without addressing these root causes, communities are bound to remain vulnerable to similar tragedies. As the city grapples with anger, sorrow, and a growing sense of helplessness, many in Albuquerque are left to reflect on how to navigate a future where such violence feels all too common. The Tenorio family, bearing the weight of their grief, is left hoping for a world where families can enjoy simple outings without fear, where laughter at the movies doesn't have the potential to end in tragedy. The memory of Michael Tenorio will resonate through the community, serving both as a painful reminder of loss and a call for change. In conclusion, the sentencing of Enrique Padilla marks a pivotal moment for the Albuquerque community. The heart-wrenching story of Michael Tenorio underscores the quiet devastation that can occur from a single act of aggression, altering the lives of families forever. Efforts to confront the surge in gun violence must continue, advocating for logical policies and fostering community engagement. It is only through collective resolve that a safer environment may emerge, honoring the memory of those lost, while steering younger generations toward a path with far less pain and suffering. The call for justice and prevention echoes loud and clear, and it is a refrain that must not be drowned out in the face of rising violence and grief. Above all, we are reminded of our shared human experience, one that desires connection over conflict, love over loss, and laughter over tears.